How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is episode 25 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mob map Pallegney. And when we last left off, we ended up getting a whole bunch of work done around here on the farm. We ended up planting the wheat and barley fields. We ended up ripping out and replanting the grass fields for alfalfa fields because we needed to be able to keep up with the demand over at the BGA. We've just been churning over product, but we're not producing enough here in this one field that's right over here. And that leads me to what we have to do today. This field's ready to harvest, so let's get to it. I mean, we really need to get on this. So we've got the forage wagon, or the forage harvester, way back here. We're gonna have to unbury it from all the tools and stuff that are back here because we got the header behind the actual harvester itself. We worked on getting this packed down and covered up. We had all the grass that we pulled out from the fields back here. We put it in the bunk itself, and we're just making it into a bunch of silage. So working out very good on that end. So let's see, we got this. Let's go ahead and raise the header. What we also need to do is get the trailer as well. Can't forget to do that. Ooh. Don't have the room there. Let's see, we'll go around this way. Let's go grab the trailer, and then we can get right to work getting all the alfalfa off the field here and getting to work, because we have been out of alfalfa into the biogas plant for a little while now, and it's finally come due to be able to get some more. Here we go. Let's go ahead and drop this down. Unfold the pipe. Turn this on. And look at that, we're getting alfalfa. We're getting it. Looking very good as always. It's always a good day when we're getting alfalfa off our fields. So again, this is our big money maker here. This is what produces the majority of our digestate, our methane, and our power. So this one here is the important one. That's the whole reason why we swapped out and went to a different product other than the grass fields down the road. It does kind of shortchange us in feeding our sheep and whatnot, but I mean, we have abilities to be able to get grass for them. They'll be fine. We can harvest their grass fields. We can eat some, even not the grass fields, the meadow that they're in. We can harvest that if we absolutely have to. Need to come at this just a little bit wider. There we go. So yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of product to be able to last us for our sheep. We got plenty for our cows, and we have other means of being able to get stuff for cows as well. The hay, the silage, all that stuff we can get for our cows very easily with contracts if they ever come available. And yeah, just all in all, we're in really good shape. We're in really good shape. But I'll go ahead and cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we're done. We'll see you in a while. Alright, so I'm cutting back in here because I'm going through and I'm trying to get the alfalfa all cut up and do everything I can to harvest it. The problem is that every time I make a turn, I'm having to take really wide turns, and it's really getting difficult to do everything the way that the crone is set up right now. So I ran up to the shop, I took the crone up with me, and I made a little modification. I added this beauty of a 3-point link system right here, as well as buying a little drawbar, so that way it pulls the trailer out away from the bumper of my harvester here and allows me a bit more room. But I also did a little something extra. I got 2 trailers. We got a second trailer, so we're doubling up the size in which we can carry around with us. So this, I think, is going to work out much better than what we were doing before. So you can see here I'm able to make much wider turns and kind of just do things at a much better pace. So let's go ahead and unfold this. Let's go ahead and... Now my hope is that as we continue to kind of fill up the trailers and all this stuff, it'll be able to just kind of keep on going and not have to worry about it. So that's the great thing now, is we're able to actually just turn this behemoth of a unit and not have to sit here and get all flustered or anything like that. We're able to just do the work. So again, gonna cut us back out here and cut us back in as soon as we're done. We'll see you in a while. go with the finishing touches. Perfect. Now we started putting all the alfalfa that's extra, that's not going to be able to fit into the biogas here onto the field because there's literally nowhere I can store it. So at this point, we got a whole bunch of alfalfa just loose sitting here on the field. We're going to have to bale it or do something. So I'm probably going to cut us out from here. I'm going to get all this stuff kind of put away and whatnot, and then we're going to make all the bales. We'll put them in the storage, and then we will cut ourselves back in once all that is done. So I will be right back. Alright, so we have all the extra alfalfa bales that we collected from the field here. Let's go ahead and load them in. Just like so. We have 13 additional bales. So we got a full BGA plus 13 additional bales. So that is pretty good. So let's go ahead and park this over here. That alfalfa field is now all done, taken care of. We got all of our equipment put away. Now let's go and set our sights on the next task. So I went ahead and actually here, let's do this. Let's grab the tractor. I went ahead and used the Deutzfahr to start filling up the trailers for some of the products that we have stored up around here. So we got a whole bunch of fertilizer we need to work with, and we've got a bunch of sugar beets that we need to load up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing back around. So hop in here. We're going to leave this trailer for right now. We're just going to pull ahead just like so. And we're going to leave this trailer and park the Deutzfahr. So we're going to need the extra oomph. We're going to need that horsepower. So we're going to park this. And then we're going to unload all of the cut sugar beets because our processor is full. There is not a single ounce of space left in it. So we need to unload the cut sugar beet. We need to sell off whatever we have because we just don't have enough processes in order to utilize the full amount that we have. And then we're going to go ahead and sell off the fertilizer as well. So we've got quite a bit that we need to work on here at the moment. Let's go ahead and get the sugar beets taken care of. There we go. Need to stay off the field there. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this up. And then we're going to connect to both trailers and we're going to take them up to the animal dealer so we can sell the fertilizer up there at the animal dealer that we've been helping out. And we can also cut the sugar beet or sell the sugar beets up there as well. So we're going to be able to just make one trip, and it'll offer me an opportunity to show another little addition that we made up there. Didn't install anything or anything like that. We ended up making it a little bit nicer. We were talking to the owner there at the animal dealer, and they were telling us how the facility is running great, but it's too accessible to where people can just kind of pull in there and start rifling around and do everything they want to do. So we're trying to make it to where not only is it going to be a good facility, but it's going to also be a little bit more secure, not as easy to get in and out of. So we helped them install a fence with some removable gates. So let's go ahead and load up the trailers. Oops. I'm a little off. There we go. All right, we are all loaded up, good to go. Let's go ahead and head up to the animal dealer and show off what we've been doing up there. Because, like I said, we ended up setting them up with our contractor. We gave them a little bit of some financial capital in order to be able to put down the fencing and make the area just a little bit more secure. And like I said, looks really good and kind of got a little artsy with it. I was actually really impressed with what they came up with. But I'll go ahead and cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as we get there. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so we made it up here, and as you can see, Look at those beautiful fences. They worked on that not too long ago, and they used my contractor, and he did an amazing job. Look at this. And they specifically went with these because they thought that it would do very nicely in kind of representing the local area. Meaning, oh, let's not get all up in the road. There we go. It would represent the local area very well because you got these nice little swoops in the fencing, but wait until clearing. They thought it went really well because of the bridge over here, the train bridge. You know, between those two, it looks nice. I think that they just made a really good choice. But they've got these removable gates, prevents, you know, vehicles from getting in and out, and prevents, you know, any kind of misdeeds happening. So works out very good for them, keeps their inventory safe and all that. So let's go ahead, we'll start here and dump out the sugar beets. Oh, break. There we go. And then the next one is going to be the fertilizer, and that's going to be a good amount. There we go. Perfect. Now let's see what this gets us. Oh, look at that. Almost $100,000. Very, very nice. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. So now we're going to head back to the farm and get back to work. We'll see you in a while. And there we go. We're back at the farm. Now we need to work on weeding out some of the fields here. Pretty much all of our fields now has weeds. So what I need to do, actually I need to back up and drop off the front weight. And I need to be able to go ahead and spray down these fields. I need to take care of the weeds because that's just going to absolutely destroy our crop. And we don't want to do that. We want to be able to have good, healthy crops. So we're going to get our sprayer. Am I going to be able to squeeze in here? Yeah, okay. So that's one. Now let's grab the rear. There we go. Now let's see if I have any herbicide. I'm not certain if I have any or not. Let's stop right here. Herbicide, yes. I have some. Okay, let's fill up the tank. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and get to work. We're going to spray the barley and wheat fields. So we'll be good to go there. Okay. And as you can see, we got the alfalfa fields growing very well in the back there, so very happy about that. So here we go. We're going to be spraying down all these weeds, getting everything all nice and cleared out in here, and then going to be setting our sights onto the next field. So cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as we're done. See you in a while. All right, so I think we've got everything. Let's go ahead and check the map here real quick just to make sure that everything's all taken care of. So a couple little speckles here and there, but nothing that's going to be too terrible to work with. So at this point, we need to go unload and pump out all the herbicide that's in the tanks here, and then got to go and move on to the next task. So I'm going to head back to the farm and get everything all unloaded. I'll meet you over there in just a little while. All right, so we got everything unloaded, back in where it needs to go, and now we just need to put the rest of this herbicide in the storage holds. Let's go ahead and put it up there. There we go. There's one front tank. And the rear tank. Oh. There we go. Perfect. So now what I want to do is I want to be able to go out and sell all the mustard and the butter that we have here, because we have got a ton of product. You can see we've got 5,800 liters of butter and over 6,000, almost 7,000 liters of mustard. So we've got quite a bit of stuff here that we can take out to sell. So that's what we're going to go work on right now, is we're going to go and grab the store's trailer, as we have to do, and then we're going to go off and sell. So I will go pick that up and I will be right back. Alright, so got everything all packaged up in their approved packaging, because again, they require that not only I transport it in this transporter, because they can just easily get it on and off of it, but they require me to be able to repackage it from the jars that I have it in here on the farm into their own packaging. So one of those, you kind of have to play ball when you have to, and in this case, I'm willing to play ball because they pay good. So we're driving over to the store right now. It's right over here, and the nice thing is we get to take our relatively new trail over to the back side of the property and just kind of make our way around, which is amazing. You know, we were having to cut through the front of the farm there, come all the way down to this direction, and then come in through the front entrance. But we can cut out all the hassle and just come this way. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So now, that's not what I meant to do. There it is. And there we go, $17,000 for that. Now let's go ahead and grab that little bit over there, and then we will go ahead and grab all the butter back at the farm and drop that off. I'll cut us back in as soon as we're getting back with the butter. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, and we're back at the farm. We loaded up all the butter, got it repackaged and all that. So now we're going to drop this batch off, see what we get for profit out of this one, and then we're going to move on from there. So let's get back over to the shop. Again, this little back trail, I'm so glad I was able to cut this in. I reclaimed some of the field, just a little bit, just enough to kind of fit my equipment through. But it saves so much time, and as we all know, time is money, and you know, can't waste it. Can't be idle for too long. Can't make unnecessary passes. So that's what we're doing here, is we're cutting out those unnecessary passes. And what do we get for butter? $10,000. Let's go. That's excellent. With a $1,000 environmental score, that is excellent. So let's get their trailer put back. Perfect. All right. Now it's time to get back to another job. So I'll cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we get back to the farm. we'll see you there. Alright, so I'm back here at the farm, and I need to go ahead and get the TMR back up and running, as it is pretty much churned through all the silage. So I figure I'm going to keep it at its max capacity to make sure that it's producing the most premium amounts and quality of TMR. So that's what I need to do right now, is I need to load this in, and then while I have the telehandler up and operational, I might as well go ahead and fill up the fertilizer maker, be able to make as much of the quality fertilizer as I possibly can, and just keep going from there, because I have the green fertilizer maker behind the bales there. That's constantly just chugging along. That's taking in all the digestate that we have there, as well as all the other products. So let's go ahead and get this up and running. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Let's drop the, let's see, the pallet mover right there. Let's see, pick up the bale spikes. We're going to start out with the round bales of hay, and this is going to be exactly the amount that I need to get the TMR back up and running and making sure that it's the best quality and quantity as possible. Okay, those two bales. And the rest are square bales, so this one's specific to round bales, so I need to go ahead and switch this out. Just like so. Okay. And now we have all these square bales. Alright, and here we are on the last trip. Let's get this loaded in. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Everything's all filled up, good to go. That's going to be producing just like so. And that's going to be completely full. There's no more that's going to be able to be put in there until we start taking product out. So that is excellent. It's a great place to be. With that being full, we got plenty of food for the cows to keep producing all that milk, continue to produce all that butter. We are going to be really in good shape. Now let's go ahead and drop this off here. And then I want to go check the silage in the clamp here, because I'd love to be able to take this and sell this off. That's all this is going to be used for, is to be able to sell. So let's see. Let's go ahead and open up the window. Oops. Nope. Wrong. There we go. 88%. This is going to be really close. This is going to be probably by the end of the month, we're going to be good to go on getting rid of all this silage. So that's excellent. All right, now we need to load up the fertilizer, the manure into the fertilizer maker there. So let's go ahead and get back into the telehandler, get the bucket on, and go from there. All right, so now let's go ahead and get connected to that bucket. We'll take all the manure over and we'll get that fertilizer processing. Let's see, just like so. Oh, whoa, hello. Let's see. Go. All right, bucket number 1. Should be able to get 4 full buckets. And there's 2. All right, and here's the last one. There we go. And that leaves us with a little over 1,000 liters of manure. Not too shabby. And the last one. Perfect. All right, well, from here, we're going to go ahead and just relax. I mean, there's not a whole lot else we can do at the moment. Our animals are fed and taken care of. Our processes here on the farm are pretty much at their end, and we just need to kill some time before the silage is ready. So that's what we're going to end up doing. So I will cut us out here, cut us back in once we're able to start selling off some silage. We'll see you in a while. And here it is, all done, uncovered, and we just need to go ahead and get it all out and sell it off. So at this point, I think my best bet. I think we need to go and make a little purchase. I think we need to get ourselves a new forage pipe for the tractor there, and I think that'll work out just fine. That or, you know what? Yeah, I think what'll work out best would be like a belt system, be able to load into our trailers. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna go out to the shop there. I'm going to buy myself some kind of belt loader, and then I'm going to bring over the trailers and with the Deutzfahr there, and I'm going to load up and I'm going to start selling this off. So I will cut us out here, and I'll cut us back in as soon as we got everything all set up and good to go. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, so I went and got me a nice little belt system that'll pick up from the bunker there and load into my trailers. So let's go ahead and get to loading. There we go. Alright, so trailer number 1. And the nice thing too is because my whole alfalfa field's empty, I can just go ahead and drive straight through. I don't have to sit there and worry about destroying any crop or anything like that. So it works out very, very nicely. So there's trailer number 1. Here will be trailer number 2. Let's see, so we want to push this back just a little bit. Okay. So now we're full. Like I said, we're gonna, oh, and this is all done too. So very nice. Let's turn that off for now. All right. Now we're gonna head out to the animal dealer. We'll cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we get up there. We'll see ya. Alright, so here's trip number 1. We're going to go ahead and see what we get for this specific trip. Got 76,000 liters of silage, so hopefully that pans out to a pretty decent payout. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, here's number 1. Okay, almost 13,000 for the one trailer. So you figure 26 grand per load, per run. So that's not bad. I mean, you figure 26 grand is, we'll have probably about 4 or 5 runs. So we're going to make over 100K, I think, based on my kind of rough math. So very, very nice. All right, well, I'll cut us out here, cut us back in when we get back to the farm. We'll see you there. And check it out, we are on our last fill up here. We have $954,000. Got another $52,000 left of silage that we're going to go and sell off and see where that gets us. So I'll go ahead and cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we get up to the animal dealer. We'll see you up there. All right, so as I was driving by the animal dealer, the owner came stepping out. He had seen me driving back and forth several times, so he was hoping he'd be able to catch me on one of my return legs. And he asked me to step inside real quick. He just wanted to do a quick talk because he's getting ready to leave for the evening. But he wanted to just kind of gauge my willingness to work with him on a potential deal. He was really not specific as to what he kind of has in store, what he's kind of thinking about. But he said that, I just wanted to let you know that, hey, I got something in the works. I want to see, because we've been working for so long, if you'd be willing to, potentially do something big, do something really, really big. So I told him, well, I mean, depending on what it is, I'm willing to look into it and see what we can do. So, he said he's going to get me the details, probably tomorrow or the next day, be able to figure out what to do from there. But he said he was going to leave the forage drop off here open while we were discussing things, so because I told him I still had a bit of silage left over, and I want to get rid of it. And he said, no problem, we'll go ahead and leave this facility open even though we're 5 minutes past the closing time. So let's go ahead and drop this off, and we'll go back to the farm after this. We'll probably just go ahead and turn in for the evening and kind of kick back and relax, because at this point we're pretty much done with everything we need to get done here at the farm. We made quite a bit of money here today, and yeah, it's certainly not something to be sad about. And actually, now I'm kind of thinking about it, we actually have one more load of fertilizer that we can unload. So I wonder if I can catch him just real quick. I'm gonna go see if I can catch him real quick and see if he'll leave somebody here for me just real quick. I'll run there, run back, and do all that. So let me go talk to him, and I'll be right back. All right, so thankfully I was able to catch the owner right as he was pulling out the parking lot there, so I was very grateful for that. And he said he was very much willing to leave an attendant here so that I could send up this last load of fertilizer. And I'm thinking I need to drop it off here, but I don't. It needs to be right here. All right, perfect. We have nearly a full trailer load of fertilizer, so that's going to be quite a bit of money. And look at that, we are now over $1 million in our bank account. That is amazing. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now everybody can go home, and I will cut us out here, cut us back in tomorrow. We'll see you then. So I had a very interesting meeting this morning. I had been running back and forth, trying to fill up the biogas plant here, and I received a call from the animal dealer, the owner there, and he was telling me how he wanted to meet me right away this morning. He wanted to talk more about the opportunities that he had envisioned. And I told him, yeah, absolutely, meet me up here at the biogas plant. I dropped off my last load, drove back up here, and there he was. He was there with another person that he knew, and then we got to talking, and basically what it all boiled down to, the kind of vision of the future that he sees, is he wants to be the sole owner of the operations that we have set up together. He very astutely recognizes that he can make far more money by being the center point of the entire operation. So all the fertilizer that we're developing, instead of him paying for it, he can develop it right there on my farm and be able to just cut out me. I'm essentially his middleman, is essentially what it boils down to. So instead of him paying all this money for it to go out and then having to then charge an upsized charge for the outgoing product, he knows that he can cut me out of it by paying me a very hefty sum, and then be able to just cut me out of it, and then thus bring down the prices and do everything just kind of down the line. Be able to just, I mean, basically just cut out the fat. I am the fat in this equation to him, and it makes a lot of sense. Now, the only reason I'm speaking very kindly of this situation right now is because, one, he's going to pay out handsomely. He's buying the farm, he's buying the equipment, he's buying the animals, he's buying everything for the farm. He's buying it. He's buying the biogas plant. He's buying all the facilities that I put the share stake into. He's buying me out of all that. So it's one of those, it's going to add up, and it's going to be a very lucrative deal that we're making. On top of that, I mean, it's just one of those where I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with just moving on and doing something new. I think that we have built something very, very special here, but it's one of those where we've got to be okay with taking what we get and just going from there. So I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a brand new adventure for us going forward, because, I mean, we're just going to be cashing out. It's essentially what it all boils down to. We're going to be cashing out, and I'm kind of humming and hawing. I'm kind of like, man, I worked really hard, up until this point to build what we have, and it feels weird to kind of move on from it. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's buying the farm shop, he's buying the farm, he's buying the biogas, he's buying everything, literally everything. And just in one fell swoop, boom, it's going to be him. And the gentleman that he brought along with him to the meeting, his name was Claude. And Claude is going to basically be doing my job. He's going to be the farm manager. So that's basically what he was there for, is to kind of ensure me that, hey, the farm is going to be in good hands, that it's not just going to be, turned into a steaming pile overnight. It's going to be, maintained and well utilized. So it's one of those that, just because I set it off, they're going to keep it. They're going to keep it operational and going the way it's been going, because it's been making a lot of money. So I'm really proud of what we built here. We've got a ton of stuff. We got a whole bunch of straw, silage, hay. We've got all the equipment here around the farm. We got animals. We got chickens. We got sheep across the street over there. I mean, we've done a ton of stuff here, and it's something worth being proud of. We've got all of our fields, all this property that they're buying as well. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be well worth it for everybody involved. I think it's going to be, going to make them money. It's going to make me a lot of money. And yeah, I can't see why not to take it at this point. We can utilize this money and build something new, build something bigger, better, or whatever. I mean, I could retire with this for all I know. I mean, that's how it all boils down to, is, this is a once in a lifetime offer, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. And I'm not going to say that I'm not going to miss this place. I'm absolutely going to miss this place. This has been my home for, years. And now it comes down to, saying goodbye. Look at the beauty that I'm leaving behind. I'm sad. I'm really, really sad about this. But at the end of the day, it's going to be, a new adventure. And we'll find something new. We'll figure something out. We'll find something new, and we'll just start all over again. So, yeah, that's it. That's the end of this series. I hope that if you've made it this far, that you've enjoyed it. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things. The algorithms enjoy you doing, the shows you're engaged with this channel, and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.